What is happening, everybody, on YouTube? Steve here with Raiken Profit over at RaikenProfit.com, coming back to you guys with another live show. And in today's live show, we're going to be talking about what sells on eBay. And more specifically, we're going to be covering the top selling men's clothing items that are selling on eBay. So essentially what we're going to be doing is studying the sold listings. We're going to be going through items which have sold on eBay and digging a little deeper into these clothing items to determine why did they sell for what they sold for? Why did they sell for over $50? And that's what I set the sold listings to. And I'll show you guys how to do that. But we're going to be studying men's clothing items that sold for $50 or more, used men's clothing. So we're going to be digging into the brands, the item specifics, the colors, all the various factors that come into play when determining why something sold for what it sold for. So this is going to be a very educational live broadcast. I do want to let you guys know that we are live and direct. If you are watching on a desktop, there is a comment section on your right hand side. It looks like we got Adam Cotter in the house and vegetables.gr. What's going on? What's happening, everybody? If you are on a mobile device, click down below. You should be able to enable the comment section, interact with other like-minded folks as well. So today is Tuesday morning. It's about 11 o'clock Eastern time right now. I've been up since about 6 in the morning. Already got in my workout. Already did some sourcing. Got a bunch of items together that I'm going to be getting ready to ship out. And yeah, I'm going to be covering right now real quick my eBay and Amazon sales for the month of August. So somebody help me out right now. Is it the 15th or the 16th? I think it's the 16th. So we're about halfway through the month. So I'm going to give you guys an update. I wrote down my numbers on my Word document on my other computer. So let me pull that up, and I'm going to be covering my sales for eBay and my sales for Amazon FBA for the month of August, 16 days through. All right, so eBay. Let me know in the comments. Should we start with my eBay sales first or my Amazon? I'm looking at the comments right now. eBay or Amazon? We got Swag Mavin in the house. David Tamboli, what's going on? Vintage Mobster, thanks everybody for helping me out with the date. We got Joe Band's Jewels, Cookies, Babes. So Florida Hidden Treasures wants to know eBay sales. So this month on eBay has been amazing. It's been an amazing month, and these the figure I'm going to tell you is a little higher than average because I literally just sold last night. I sold a camera for $1,800. So my numbers are a little higher than they should be, which isn't a bad thing. And that was a camera that I actually picked up on. Where was I? I was on my 90-day road trip, and I picked up this camera for, was it either $600, $700, or $800? I don't remember, but I sold it for $1,800. So my breakdown for eBay sales is I've had 34 sales in the month of August, 34 sales for $3,812.84. So 34 sales for $3,812.84, which is an average price per sale of $112, which again is pretty high just because of that camera. So if we took that camera out of the mix, we're going to be at about about 16 or 1800 for the month if you take that camera out. So eBay sales have been doing well. Sold a tripod the other day for $150. Sold a really cool North Face item for $150. Just been selling a lot of random items, clothing items, but a lot of just random items that I find. So 34 sales for $3,812.84. Average price per sale of $112 on eBay so far, 16 days in. Amazon FBA, I am at 288 sales for $5,414.43, which is a average price per sale of $18.80 on my average price per sale. In terms of what is the profit margins, it's kind of hard to tell. Amazon FBA, I'd say my profit on the 5414 is probably somewhere between somewhere around the 50% mark. It's really hard because I do a lot of books. I also do video games, various items that have margins that are really high, and then others, sometimes retail arbitrage, that's as little as 20% ROI. So not bad at all. So far for the month, grand total of $9,227.27. And that's not including my Craigslist. So that's the sales update right there. I want to shout some people out. Not So Perfectly Me. What's going on? Derek Lindsay, good to see you. Cookie Babe Biz, good to see you in the house. OZ Worldwide, happy Tuesday, Steve. Can't stay at work, but want to say happy Tuesday, man. Keep up the awesome work. Happy Tuesday to you too. Nubian Queen, Thriftology. What's up, Thriftology? So yeah, guys, before we get into the sales update, I want to say, eBay's a gold mine for certain items. There's a lot of items. I just put a post in the green room. If there's any green room members watching, I put a post in a couple days ago saying, one of the biggest regrets I've had over the last 12 to 18 months is not really utilizing eBay. As you know, year and a half ago, I shut my store down for a while as I moved into Kindle publishing and Amazon FBA and other businesses as well. But I say, looking back over the last year and a half, one of my biggest regrets was not hitting eBay as hard and kind of just screwing around with it and taking it light, because there's a lot of items out there you can make money with in terms of eBay, and DVDs too. I've been doing very, very well with DVDs. So that's a great item. But anyways, 49 people watching live. I want to ask you guys right now before we get into the show, be sure to smash that like button. 50 people watching now. 50 people watching live. Hit that like button. Show some love. I literally just got back from Baltimore the other day, and I tell you right now, it was Jackpot City, Baltimore. Oh, man. Ellicott City. Where else was I? I went to Baltimore. I went to some Savers, Goodwills, but there was one Goodwill where, I hit Jackpot City all day long. I'm telling you, I was finding Call of Duty Xbox One games brand new for $5 each. I got 4 of them there, a bunch of DVDs, a bunch more video games. I found these health and beauty eye drop things, which I'm approved in health and beauty. They were asking 10 each, knocked them down to 5, bought 27 of them, and just sent those in. They're all boxed up. I got about 112 items I'm shipping out today, which they're already boxed up. I got to drop them off at UPS. But man, it was Jackpot City in Baltimore. So if you live in the Ellicott City area, bada bing, bada boom, the profits are coming soon. Robert Hooper, what do you do when Amazon is selling the same product as you? Do you price match? How do you price? I price a little bit lower. So I usually price like 5% lower, maybe 3% lower. Depends on the item. If it's a board game and it's ranked, 5,000, they're selling it for $29.99. I'll sell it for $29.49. So, all right. Anyways, let's get into this show. Okay. So we are looking at sold items on eBay, clothing, used men's clothing that is sold for $50 or more. Let's start to dive into some of these items which have sold and kind of get acquainted with these things. So here we have a Ralph Lauren plaid shirt that sold, and it's funny because I just sold a cashmere purple label button front shirt the other day. Sold it for way less than I should have, but I've been kind of switching up my business model lately with clothing on eBay, trying to get it to move a little quicker. But this is an awesome item. I'm going to point out a few things that is getting me really, really excited with this item. First of all, the design. Check out that design, the color. That looks spectacular. Number 2, the material. One of the best materials that you could focus on when selling men's clothing on eBay is cashmere. Cashmere, cashmere, cashmere. Cashmere can make you some really good money. Now, I do want to say a lot of times when I find cashmere items, they are flawed in one way or another, whether they're torn or what are those little things, those little balls that clump up on them? I forgot what those are called. Or you'll find kind of like holes in them. So be very careful when buying cashmere in terms of your inspection. Give a really good inspection. You can still sell cashmere with flaws, but it's obviously going to take away from some of the value. Number 3, the third thing that I love about this item, the leather elbow pads. Holy moly, that is beautiful, guys. This is like, I hate to say it, but it's like clothing porn. It really is. It's because the cashmere mixed with the Ralph Lauren, mixed with the design, mixed with the leather elbow patches. That is what you want to look for. And it sold for $89.99. This seller was rewarded with a very nice price right here, $89.99 plus $8 shipping. One thing I would say in terms of a critique. How I would critique this listing is put the measurements. There's no measurements here. I don't like that. You're asking for trouble. You really are. I've sold thousands and thousands of clothing items over the last 3 years. Put your measurements. There's some people who say, you know, you don't have to do it. I haven't had any problems. God bless you. Glad you can sleep at night. But for me, you know, you want to put in, at least with a long sleeve shirt like this, you're going to want to include the 3 measurements, the 3 most important measurements, which is the chest, the sleeves, and then the length from the top of the collar down to the hem of the shirt. So cool item right there. Next item that I see, which has sold, let's pick one. I'm kind of just going off the cuff here. Let's see. All right, this is a bolo right here, guys. A lot of people don't realize this, but you can make really good money with Adidas tracksuits. Now, there's a whole bunch of various ones that you can pick up. This one sold for $75, but I've made really good money over the years selling tracksuits. Now, watch this. I'm going to go to Adidas tracksuit under men's clothing. And you're going to see that they're going to vary in value, but you're going to see that there's some that sell for ridiculous money. So let's go US only. Let's go down to the sold listings, and let's get really exciting. Let's get things really exciting right now. Let's go priced highest first. Check this out, guys. Look at this puppy right here. Holy moly. This is it looks like a vintage Adidas tracksuit just based on the color. But I mean, you know how many people would pass this up if this was marked for $19.99 in the thrift store? They would pass it up. I would buy this all day long. I've made great money with tracksuits, especially if they have a name on it, like a country, like Ukraine or Brazil, or if it's like branded for like the Olympics or like a marathon or something like that. They do very, very well. So always look up these tracksuits. So, okay, let me get out of here. All right, I don't know if I opened up a new window by accident. So let me see if you might not have been able to see that. This is what I was looking at right here. So this is an awesome item, $150, vintage in nature. Maybe not that old, but anyways, tracksuits do very, very well. Let's go into the comments and see what folks are saying. Some people are saying, what's up, Brian Miller? They shouldn't use all caps in the description. Yeah, using all caps in the description is pretty unprofessional. So if you're going to create a description, which obviously you're going to want to be as detailed as possible, don't put caps. You know, I like to, capitalize the first letter in the sentence, obviously. Proper eBay description etiquette. Let's see. Robert Grams are selling for 120 to 140 new with tags, probably half that now. You're welcome. All righty then. Let's see. Brooke, I am in southern Louisiana, so I will not be thrift store shopping anytime soon. Let's see. Thriftology says that's hilarious. I've got 5 children to do this tracksuits in my store right now and find them all for $1 a piece. Nice. Very, very nice. Okay, so let's continue going down. Holy mackerel. Check out this puppy. This puppy escaped out of the kennel and got $345 for itself. What in the world is this? Is this like a sheep shirt? Alpaca wool jacket, size 50, European size, $345. This is a freaky little item right here. If I saw this in a thrift store, guys, oh man, I would be excited. Z for Zegna. Check that out. I'm not going to dive too much into that because you're probably never going to find that item in a thrift store. Let's keep going down. All right, what do we have here? Rock and Revival, that's a pretty decent brand for selling jeans, used jeans. Look at all these items that are selling on eBay. It's ridiculous. There are so many opportunities out there, guys. And, even if you want to do clothing part-time, that's fine. I mean, when I was out thrifting in Baltimore, there were some stores. There was one store that I went to. I forgot what town it was in, but it was close to Washington. And the average income in that area was $200,000. $200,000 average income, according to what my brother said. And I went to this thrift store, and no lie, books were $8 each. Everything was like sky high. Even clothing items were sky high. But that's why it's so important to diversify. Know your books, right? Know how to scan. Know your clothing. Know your electronics. Know all these different areas because you're gonna have to be able to adapt in situations like that. When you go to a thrift store, it's really high, right? The prices are high. You go to a garage sale and it's like you can't find anything. Like the more you know, the more you grow, the more money you're going to make. So, well, I've never found this brand right here before. I'm going to open this up. Stone Island. So let me know in the comments, have any of you guys ever found this brand, Stone Island? I've noted this brand for a while. Very high-end brand, Stone Island. I've never found it. I've never found it over the 3 years I've been picking and hustling. But this is an awesome brand to be on the lookout for. Thriftology says for clothing, usually the only thing in my item description is the measurements, unless there's just some extra special things that are covered in item specifics. Yeah, so what Thriftology is saying is you don't have to put all the item specifics into the description, because you can put that into the item specifics when you create it, which obviously is something you want to fill out. Okay. Good to see you, Greg Wright. How do you measure your sleeve, from the neck seam or the shoulder seam? I measure from the shoulder seam, Thriftology. That's how I've always done it. Some people, what they like to do is put a diagram in their description with the HTML. I've never done it, but it's always something that you can do. My thrifty chick, what's going on? Good to see you. Okay, so let's keep going down the sold listing. Let's find something really cool. Look at this right here. J. Crew is a brand that you'd think, you know, J. Crew, nothing special. Check this item out right here, $55. This is good to know. You know, I say this in every live show, but I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. You know, these videos not only help to grow my channel and, you know, to help you guys out, but it helps me out as well, because I can't tell you how many times I do these live shows and then I find that item out in the field. It's crazy. You know, if you want to create something in your life, right? Whether it's, you know, say you want to get in a relationship, right? Or you want to get married, or you want to make more money, or you want to make new friends. You've got to focus on it. You know, you got to focus on wanting to make friends. You've got to focus on, you know, if you want to grow your eBay business or you want to lose weight, you got to focus on losing weight. You got to watch workout videos. You got to hang out with people who are healthy. Like, if you want to make money selling clothes on eBay, you've got to focus on it, whether that's going to the thrift store and looking, or watching the sold listing videos that I create, or whatever, or being in Facebook groups or in the green room. Can't tell you how many times I do these videos and I find it. It's absolutely amazing. What you focus on is attracted into your life. It's, you know, study any of the most powerful self-development people, from Jim Rohn to Tony Robbins to Brian Tracy. You know, any of these guys, they all talk about what you get, what you focus on. So if you want to make money selling clothes, focus on it. Study these sold listings. Cool item right here. Looks like they provided the chest and the length. Very good. Wow, that's a beautiful vest right here. A little puffer vest right here by Lacoste. I've never found a Lacoste puffer vest like this. I don't see the alligator on the front, the crocodile. I would have liked to see that. That probably would have helped to bring in some more money. Oh, there it is. It's must be a newer version. I see it. Cool. I like that. It's a very nice item. Lacoste is a terrific brand. Try to stay away from like the basic polo shirts, unless you get them for like a buck or two. You know, a buck or two you can do well. Okay. Okay. So let's keep going down the list. What else do we have? Laurel Piana. That's a terrific brand. There's another Stone Island. Oh, speaking of tracksuits, let's check this puppy out. I think it's a tracksuit. $69.95. Here's another tracksuit right here. Sergio Tacchini. I know I'm not pronouncing that correct. I've never heard of that brand before, but this is so freaking vintage right here. It is crazy. Look at this. I mean, what's stopping you from picking this up for $10 at a thrift store, or $5, or finding this at a weigh and pay Goodwill? $69.95. I mean, that is spectacular. Let's make a guess. Do you guys think they're going to provide the measurements or not? Let's see, 847 feedback, 99.6. I'm going to say they are. I'm going to say they are going to provide it. I'm hoping they do. Yes. So they provided the chest, shoulder, sleeve, which is important. Pants, waist, and length, very important. Yeah. So if you're wondering how to measure pants, I usually do the waist from, the waist area and then just times it by 2. So if you measure across the waist and it's 16, the waist would be size 32. And then you want to measure the inseam from the crotch area all the way down to the bottom of the, I guess you would say the cuff of the pants. So very, very important right there. Wow. Oops, open that in the wrong window. This is cool right here. Look at this Banana Republic suit. I wouldn't have thought that the Banana Republic suit would sell for so much money, but check this out. Banana Republic, 3-button. It's always important, guys, in your listings when you're doing sport coats, blazers. Well, not blazers. Usually blazers are 2-button uh, or they're the ones that have the multiple buttons. But usually you're going to find the 2 buttons right here, 2 or 3. Put that in the listing. But very cool right here. Size 40 regular, 34 by 31 waist. Banana Republic Modern. So I actually just popped on. I'm actually really excited to list this up in my eBay store. I popped on a leather jacket. It was a Banana Republic leather jacket. I got it in Baltimore, on the outskirts of Baltimore the other day. I ended up paying $25 for it, but it was like really, really nice. Like it was beautiful. It was like a motorcycle jacket. Let's see if we could find one. The thing is, the problem was there weren't a lot of them selling for a lot of money, but I'm gonna try to get over $100 for it. Let's see if I could find a similar one. The problem was a lot of them weren't selling for a ton of money. You know what? This might actually be it, and it looks like it only sold for 65, so I might be in trouble. Because it had the little belt at the front. You know what? This might have been it. So I don't know how well I'm going to do in that item. This only sold for 65. Still, I think I'll make money if I charge shipping on it. But anyways, Banana Republic can make you some decent cash. As you can see, some of the leather jackets do very, very well. Ellen Peterson, hey, Steve, I've made a lot of money selling clothes thanks to your books. So I'm glad that whoa. Sorry, choked a little. All right. Choking a little bit. Excuse me. Let me mute this for a second. Choking live on YouTube. So yeah, glad you enjoyed 101, 102 clothing brands. Blazers were always a slow sale for women. Someone is stating, I like selling pants for women. Someone was asking, I got one more question. How do you price your books when everyone else is selling it for a penny? What's the profit range that you shouldn't make off of the basic book average price? So one important thing, this is a little off topic. We're going to talk about selling books on Amazon. Robert Hooper had a question. You know what the funny thing is, Robert Hooper? My nickname's actually Hooper. I don't know why I'm telling you guys this, but when I used to play baseball, one of my coaches used to always scream, Hooper, Hooper. I don't know why. And now my dad, nobody ever calls me Hooper, but my father. It's funny. So yeah, that's my little nickname, Robert Hooper. So we got something in common. But anyway, selling books on Amazon FBA. When you're selling on Amazon, there's 2 ways you can sell a book, FBA or as a merchant. A lot of the penny books you're going to see are sold by a merchant, so they're not my competition. If you're selling FBA, you want to price according to FBA sellers. In terms of profit margins, it's going to be different for everybody. For me, I've got so many systems in line using Inventory Lab and my USB scanner, and I'm quick with my shipments. I'll buy a book that's only going to make me $2 profit because I can process it so fast. But if you're a merchant, if they're all penny books, you're not going to want to buy that book. You're going to want to pass it up. So it really depends. But I like to make at least $3 to $5 per book. Granted, it's under 500,000 rank. So, anyways, let's stay on topic here and let's keep looking through the sold listings. What else has sold? Look at all these items, guys. It blows my mind when people say there's no money to be made with clothing. Open up your eyes and look. Look at all these items that are selling. Look, it is ridiculous. So I don't know how to pronounce this brand. I'm gonna call it Shoat or Shot. No, I don't know. But I've known of this brand for years. But as you guys know, I'm a little challenged when it comes to pronouncing brands. But we're gonna call this SCHOTT. Is it Shoat? I want to say. Somebody help me out, please. 150 bucks. I actually listed up one of these items the other day. It was a vest, brand new with tags. Brand new with tags. I believe I priced it at $249.99. So I'm gonna try to get about 250 bucks for it. I don't think I'm getting a ton of action on it, so I may have to lower the price down to 150. But this sold for 150 bucks. Check this out. Check this out. That's a phenomenal brand to be on the lookout for. How do you pronounce it? Sorry, can't help you out there. But you know what? I'm here to show you what to buy and what to sell. And this is something that you want to buy. A phenomenal brand. All right, let's keep moving down the list. G-Star. I want to bring this brand up to your guys' attention. G-Star is an excellent brand. This is in one of my books, 101 or 102 clothing brands. G-Star. This is a terrific brand to buy and sell. It's just as good as Diesel. So I'm going to show you guys G-Star jeans under men's clothing, and I'm going to show you guys some of these sold listings because they do very well. Let's go under pre-owned. Let's go under sold, and you guys will see firsthand that I am not making this stuff up. 88, 80, 59, 71, 32, 65, 60, 34, 39, 75, 64. I found this brand over the last 3 years, probably 10, 15 times. So it's not the hardest brand in the world to find, but definitely a brand that can make you some good money. So be on the lookout for G-Star. I know a lot of the hip hop rappers are into this brand. All right, so let's take a break. We got 11:19 right now on the clock. 80 people watching live. So I do want to take a moment to thank everybody for watching live. Again, if you came to learn about my eBay and Amazon income update, just restart this video. It's within the first 5 minutes. I talked about how much money I've made so far in the month of August for eBay and Amazon. Just to recap, for eBay this month, I am at, what am I at so far for this month? 14 days in, I'm at 38.1284 for $112 average sale over 34 sales. Amazon so far 288 sales for 54.14.43. So I've been pushing really hard this month, guys, with my eBay store. Granted, I did have a lot of eBay stuff that I just kind of was holding on to for a while that I listed up. So I kind of had some gems that I pulled out within the woodwork. So my numbers are definitely a lot higher than they typically should be based on my growth over the last couple of months getting back into eBay. FBA has been really high because I've just been working hard, guys. I've been sourcing a lot from retail stores, been doing a lot of arbitrage from some of the big box stores, thrifting hard. Just I'm on a very good habit ritual lately, and waking up at 5 or 6 in the morning every day and working hard for 10, 12, 14 hours a day, you'll get results. A lot of people, they want results, right? They want that passive income. And, I've fallen victim to this whole passive income thing before too. But I tell you, the quickest way to get results selling on eBay, Amazon, Craigslist, I'm going to tell you guys the biggest secret right here. This is a secret that nobody tells you. Maybe some people do, but I'm going to tell you the biggest secret to grow your sales on eBay, Amazon FBA, Craigslist, Etsy. And this is crazy. I want you guys to listen up closely. And it's 2 words. A lot of people don't realize that it takes this to actually grow. You ready? Hard work. Putting in time. Taking action. You can learn all you want. You can study the sold listings. You can hang out with like-minded people. You can listen to Tony Robbins. You could be a part of the green room. You could be a part of any Facebook group. You could listen to podcasts, but none of that matters unless you actually take action and you put in hard work and you actually make strides forward and do something. That's the key. You want to make more money on eBay? Source more and list more. You want to make more money on Amazon FBA? Source more, list more. You want to make money on Craigslist? Source more, list more. You want to grow long term? Educate yourself, study, wake up early, go through a morning routine, get healthy, eat healthy foods, have massive amounts of energy. Hang out with like-minded people. Get the negative people out of your life, because what a lot of people don't realize is, it's hard to put in hard work on a consistent basis if you're fat, low on energy, and depressed. And I'm not here to disrespect or criticize anybody, because that was me at one point, and I'm still working, and I'm still a little overweight, and I still have some issues I'm dealing with, and I'm still trying to grow. But a lot of people, they can't work hard and they can't grow. It's because they feel like crap. They're out of shape, right? They're tired all the time. They're hanging out with energy vampires who are negative and pulling energy out of them. You've got to, that's why it's so important to get around like-minded people and to listen to these videos, and to, be around people who are on the same wavelength as you, and to eat healthy foods and to exercise, because it all comes back to putting in that hard work, which is the key. So anyways, guys, that's my 2 minutes of motivation. Okay, I'm going to dive into the comments real quick. If you guys like that little rant, smash the like button, hit that like button, show some love. We got 69 people watching live, only 44 likes. Smash that like button. Need coaching on selling on eBay. I'm not really doing any coaching behind the scenes or anything like that. So if you want coaching, just watch these live shows, and ask questions. I'm here to help while I can. Unfortunately, my time is just too limited. It's just I can't. There's only so much I can do to help people. So this is the highest leverage way for me to help as many people as possible. New to reselling, your YouTube is my lifeline. Thank you. Hey, I appreciate that, Chris. Any questions, be sure to ask away. Hooper, Mick, Juggle Muffins. Oh, man. Don't die on me, Steve, right before I get in the green room. I'm alive and thriving. Okay. Okay, so Ellen is saying, no, Greg is saying, I agree with Ellen. His first book, my book, 101 Killer Clothing Brands, book sped up my learning curve so much. So some people are asking about how to get that. Just go to Google, type in 101 Killer Clothing Brands, 101 the number, or 102 Killer Clothing Brands, or you might be able to find it in the description right now. Actually, I think it's in my description. If you want to speed up your learning curve like Ellen and Greg, get those books. They're only $19.95 each. So go into the comment section, get that. Tommy says, I am always afraid to tell people that I'm a reseller for fear of creating competition, but I also know that networking is the best way to grow your business. Does anyone else struggle with this? I think we all struggle with this, but you got to realize there's so many opportunities out there, and whether you share information with somebody else or not, there's always somebody else out there who's going to share it. We're in the information age. If somebody wants to figure it out, they're going to figure it out. I wouldn't go around with a sign, saying, go to Target. This item is $6.99 and you could sell for $49.99. I think there's one thing I've learned is you want to be careful in terms of certain information that you share. Like thrift bolos is like not a big deal. Like men's clothing, like finding, buy this men's clothing item. Like it's not a big deal, like sharing that type of stuff, because it's so hard to find. Whereas with like retail arbitrage and stuff, like I used to share like, oh, go to Walgreens and buy, this Hot Wheels set. And I've learned it's not the smartest thing, because number one, you're sharing that to help somebody, but what you're really doing is creating competition, and then there's the price erosion and the repricers attack each other, and then the price goes down and nobody makes money. So I think you want to be smart in a sense in terms of what you share, but finding 4 or 5 people and sharing bolos and stuff, it's not going to hurt anybody. So there's plenty out there, guys, from pawn shops to thrift stores to garage sales to retail stores, flipping items from eBay to Amazon, private label, wholesale, Craigslist to Craigslist, Etsy, antique booths, flea market. There's a million things out there. So for anyone who is so concerned with like, competition and like, if I share this, like, it's the mindset the person has, right? And I still struggle with this at times, but the rich, the people who make the most money, the world-class leaders in business, they're not concerned with the competition. They're concerned with, how can I take massive amounts of action? How can I learn? How can I add the most value? How can I do what I have to do to succeed? Because there's an abundance of items out there. If you live in America, there's no excuse. There is no excuse in the world for you to be broke in America, unless, you're disabled or you're sick, and, there's certain things like that. But if you're healthy and you have 2 legs and 2 arms and 2 ears and 2 eyes, and you've got the internet, and I mean, there's no excuse. So off subject, your live video where you were taking pics of clothing, use an app called Dropbox. It's fantastic for eBay. Yeah, I use Dropbox. I also use Google Drive. YouTube has screwed up all week for all the YouTubers. What's been going on? Can't hear you. No audio. Let me see. Let me do a sound check real quick. Can't hear you. No audio. Sounds like it's working fine. Let's see. So let's go down a few more clothing items real quick. Okay. Look at all these items that are selling on eBay. It's crazy. Here's another. Wow, look at this. Adidas, Kanye West. Oh wow, check that out. 140 bucks. That's cool. Here's a Robert Graham best offer under 99. Somebody was saying that Robert Graham's before don't sell for a lot of money anymore, or they sell for half. Let's verify that. 398, 398, 398, 379, 359, 348. I mean, these things are selling great. I don't know what that person was talking about. I think that was again, I'm not saying that as disrespect, but I'm just not sure what do you mean by that. A lot of people they like to say or maybe it's just out of lack of experience, or maybe I'm missing something, but a lot of people like to say, you know, this brand doesn't sell for as good as it used to, or this brand you can't get that much money for anymore. But while that is true to an extent at times, because there's always changes and whatnot, sometimes items do well during different times of the year. Also, a lot of people don't realize is there's a million factors that determine a price of an item. Maybe the Robert Grahams that you're picking up aren't cool designs, or they don't have the awesome like collars or the awesome flip cuffs with the cool designs or the embroidery. Yeah, if you find one of those new with tags, maybe it'll only go for 50 or 100 bucks. Whereas look at some of these Robert Grahams. I mean, these are the ones you want to look for: the colorful, the unique, the odd, the weird, the flamboyant items right here. I mean, check this puppy out. Look at this, $279. So you want to find, you want to study the sold listings for each brand and find those rake and profit jackpots, as I like to call. Find the items that are selling the best within that brand, because there's always that 5% of items within a brand that you want to look for. I mean, look at this guy. He's having the time of his life right now. All right. So I think that's going to be about it. I'm going to answer a few more questions because I have a lot of work to do, guys. I've got a ton of stuff to do around here with shipments and green room stuff and Amazon processing, and I've got some stores I've got to hit in a softball game and a lot of fun stuff going on. So let's answer a few more questions. And again, guys, I appreciate you all watching live. It's been a lot of fun. Someone says Robert Graham has three distinct lines: low, medium, and high. The higher ones are the limited edition collectibles. Lower ones are 40 to 75. Mid-range is about 150. That sounds accurate. Someone's saying vintage mobster. Amen to that, Steve. If you live in U.S. and you make less money than me on eBay, you are doing something wrong. All right. So everyone's saying I could hear you fine. So it looks like that's about it. Everybody's calling me Hooper. So I might have to change my name from Raiken Profits to Hooper Profits. Any more questions, guys? I'm going to get going in a few minutes. I'm just going to open up the chat real quick. All right. Ratchet GR, how to make people trust you. If you want somebody to trust you, you've got to have their best interest first, and you've got to add value and make a difference in their life. How to get people to like you? Focus on them. A lot of people, they always focus on themselves. Like a lot of people, they want to make friends, but when they're talking to people, they're always telling them about their life. Ask them about their life. Figure out how you can add value to their life. Talk about themselves. Most people want to talk about themselves. How to build trust on eBay. Provide quality service, add value consistently over the long haul, and you'll build up your feedback. Do you wait for seasons to change to sell items? I don't, because I actually recently I switched over to the global shipping program. I was actually fulfilling all my international orders myself. But if you're selling internationally, the weather's different all over the world. There's always a reason why somebody might want a jacket. Who knows? Someone might be going to Alaska or Antarctica. So it might be the middle of summer in Austin, Texas, but you can still sell a North Face ski suit for 150 bucks because somebody wants it for one reason or another. John Cockrum brings that up in a good interview. Make it about them, not you. Yeah, such as high-end leather jackets and stuff like that. I mean, I sell them all year long. Again, the weather's different all over the country in the United States. It's also different all over the world. So I do the global shipping program, which in a nutshell allows you to sell internationally, but instead of you fulfilling the order and shipping directly to the international customer, you send it to an eBay fulfillment center where they then take the liability and risk from the center to the final destination. And there's no returns. So I like that as well, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Thanks for all your help. You've helped me make a lot of money. So Zoondog31, appreciate that. Glad to hear that I am helping. But that's about it, guys. Again, appreciate you guys watching live. If you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe to this channel for more videos. It looks like I am coming up on 35,000 subscribers soon. So that's pretty exciting. Got over 900 videos on my channel. So hit the subscribe button. Check it out. I've got a lot of videos, guys, on making money with eBay, with Amazon, with Craigslist, with Kindle Publishing. There's a whole wide array of items, topics you can learn from on my channel. So just glad to be able to help you guys out and make a difference. Also, to be able to learn for myself, to be able to, stay on the cutting edge of what to buy and what sells on eBay. David says these videos are really helping me start my own eBay business. Thanks for your help. So David, like I said before, thanks for watching. Source, list, take massive amounts of action. If you want your results to improve, you've got to take more action. You've got to put in hard work. Start waking up at 4 in the morning every day, 5 in the morning. Start waking up at 6 in the morning. Stop sleeping until 9, 10, 11 o'clock, noon. Stop waking up at noon and just kind of like lollygagging around for the first 2 hours, and then just, I'm going to go hit a thrift store, and then I'm going to just list an item. I'm going to go hang out and, have fun and then screw around. I mean, you're not getting results like that. Wake up with a game plan. Start waking up at 5 in the morning. The night before you go to bed, write down a game plan of 5 things that you can do that will take you to the next level. And then wake up in the morning, go through your morning routine, exercise first thing, have a healthy breakfast, and hit the ground running. Take massive amounts of action. That's the key. You don't have to be the smartest, the brightest, the most talented, the best looking. You just need to work smart, take action, and you will get there. So with that being said, keep on picking and making that money, and I will see you guys in the next live show. Thanks again, and I'll see you. Bye.